Hi, I'm so glad that you're here to hang out with me for a few minutes. I am Julia with Julia Sue's Stamping, and if this is your first time here, welcome. I'm so glad you found it. And if you've been here before, then welcome back. It's great to have you here. Today I want to do a card with you, a happy birthday card. And it does not have any stamping today. Today is about paper crafting, and I am super excited to share it with you. I love designer series paper, pattern paper. Stampin' Up calls it designer series paper, and Stampin' Up has a lot of it. And that's one of the things I love about Stampin' Up. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, so everything I use is Stampin' Up. And one of the reasons I decided to start using Stampin' Up way back when was because everything coordinates. I love how the inks go along with the papers, and the papers, the card stocks that they have go along with the designer paper, and even the specialty papers that they have coordinate and go along with things. It's just pretty awesome. Sometimes stamp sets and the papers coordinate. They have dies. All those things all coordinate. So that's one of, in my opinion, a winning item with Stampin' Up. I live in Northeast Ohio, US. So I am doing this in August if you're seeing it in real time, and today, starting today, Stampin' Up has a sale on the designer series paper. So that's pretty cool. 15% off on, I think it's almost all of the papers, might be all of them, that are in the annual catalog that you can get. Now you can see that online, or you can have a hard copy, and if you need a hard copy in your hands, then let me know. I'll get one to you. I'm going to go ahead then and get started. Are you ready? All right, so I am using die cuts today, and the die cuts I'm using are called the Wanted to Say dies. They have really cool words such as "you're too kind." I know it's backwards so it's hard to see, but it says "you're too kind," and then it has outlines that go with it. This one says "feel better soon," and then this one has "celebrate," also has a flower, some stars, presents, ribbon, and some hearts. What I'm using today is the happy birthday one. I hope you can see that that says happy birthday with the outline that goes with it, because I needed to create a lot of birthday cards, and this was a good way to do it in my opinion. Here are the papers that I'm going to be using, and the ones that I'm using for this card are the Bright and Beautiful designer paper. I've got a Lost Lagoon for the base of the card, and then for the accent pieces I've got a pretty peacock, and then the inside of the card is your basic white. So the first thing I'm going to do is use some of my seal. This is the adhesive that I prefer, is a tape runner, and some people really enjoy using glue, and that's fine. So I'm going to start by adhering what goes on the inside of the card so that I don't accidentally lose it, because I am extremely good at that. Even when I hardly have anything on my desk, I will end up losing it. And then I'm going to grab the bone folder and cut this paper that has been cut. This card stock has been cut to be a regular card size and then scored so that it's a nice regular size of card, and then we're going to put this inside. A little bit of the adhesive on there, and now inside of the card. Now I really like that. I think that that is decorative enough with the pretty accent piece around the white, so I'm not going to add anything else, but you could put some designer paper inside there or whatever you'd like. So I cut the designer paper into strips of 1 inch by 5 inch, and then this pretty peacock is 1 1/4 by 5 1/4, so just a 1/4 inch bigger, so that it will surround it very nicely. I want to get this on camera, so I'm going to push these things up and put the adhesive onto the back of the pretty peacock piece. Now I'm going to put it right into the middle on the front of the card. The reason I personally like to do it this way is because then it's a little easier for me to get the other pieces centered on there. And next piece down, and I'm going to put this one over to the side, and I will put it pretty much in the middle between that centerpiece that I put in of the cardstock and the edge of the card. And now for the last one, put some adhesive on that and place it down. Now look at that. It is not very even, is it? But you know what? It's okay. It's a handmade card. It's all right. And now I'm going to go ahead and put the designer paper on top. Once all of it is together, you really won't notice it. I could point out the mistakes I've made on all the other cards that I've made that are like this, and you probably would say, oh, I didn't even notice that. When the card's all done, you can't even notice it. And then the last piece of designer paper to go on top, right here. Excellent. Now, like I said, I used these happy birthday ones, and I went ahead and did the outline with this. So I've got the Lost Lagoon outline of the happy birthday right here. I really love the specialty papers that Stampin' Up! Has. This is the Glimmer specialty paper. It comes in a white. Look at that shine. It's great because it gives you a glitter look, but without any glitter on your fingers. None of it gets on your hands, and you don't find it everywhere later. It has Old Olive in the package, and it also has a berry burst in the package, so that's pretty awesome. I just love how that works. And what I did with it is I did the white and did the happy birthday out of that. How pretty is that? So you'll see how it all comes together. We'll go ahead, and I'm going to use some dimensionals behind the Lost Lagoon outline of the happy birthday. And I'll just put some on the outside edges of it here. And then I'm going to use the mini dimensionals on the inside piece because it's a little bit bigger, and I want it to be able to stand up for sure. Taking the paper backing off of the dimensionals. And there we go. All right. So what I want to do, and the paper backing gets everywhere, these dimensionals. All right, I'm going to have it a little lower than halfway up. And then a little bit of the adhesive onto the happy, and I usually just put it on the parts that go up and down. And it's just a tiny bit. I'm scraping it on there. And then the happy is going to go right on top. Perfect. And now for the birthday. A little bit of adhesive, the liquid adhesive onto that as well. Just a tiny bit on the parts that go up and down. All right. All right, so there we go with the happy birthday. Now to finish this off, I thought it would be fun to use the trio sequins, the adhesive backed trio sequins, because like I said, things coordinate with Stampin' Up! And they have some that are a pretty peacock color. So since the paper here, the darker paper, is a pretty peacock, that was perfect for me with this card. And how many do you think I should stick on here? Should I just do 3, or should I get up to 5 or so? I like to do an odd number. Let's see. I think I'll go ahead and put 5 on. And then right there. Awesome. So there is a really quick and easy but really cute happy birthday card for someone. Now I want to show you some of the other cards that I made with this exact same template. This is also with the Bright and Beautiful, only this time I used black with the white shimmer paper. And I have black dots. This one is using the Full of Life and the green shimmer paper. How cool is that? And then I've got sequins on here that are a Granny Apple Green. That is the color that is the back here. And then this is Lemon Lime Twist. This one is also using the Bright and Beautiful with the Berry Burst shimmer paper. How cool is that? Oh, I should show you the insides of these too. This one has a pretty fresh freesia. Yes, these papers are absolutely gorgeous. And let's see if we can do the inside of this one. Oh, see, how fun is that? I've got the accenting colors as well as some designer paper inside. And then this one's just plain. Lots of room for the message in there. This one is the Thoughtful Journey Designer Series paper. This one was my husband's favorite. Very pretty. And inside, so he really liked that with the outdoors naturey looking paper. And then this was his second favorite. This is the Country Lace Designer Series paper. And the inside of that one. So you can see what an easy template this is to use, and I am going to have everything listed on my blog, so please be sure you check out the website and the blog for all of the measurements that you need and the supplies used to make these great cards. How easy is that? It's so fun. I love this template. It's really easy. It's quick. And so please be sure you give the video a thumbs up if you would, please. Everyone needs a little bit of encouragement, including demonstrators like me. So if you'd help me out with that, I would appreciate it. And if you decide to use me as your demonstrator, I appreciate your support. That's it. Lots of paper crafting today. Actually, no stamping, which is very unusual for me. I usually stamp everything, at least somewhere. And today I decided I was just going to do paper crafting and make the paper that's all glimmery the star of the show. I hope you enjoyed it, and please leave me a comment. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer you. I hope you have a fantastic day and that you have an opportunity to get inky today.